Hello. Okay, so I had a bit of an idea the other night about boosters or implants. Now, boosters in Eve work like performance enhancing drugs. So you pop a pill, and for a set amount of time, say like 30 to 40 minutes or an hour or something, you get a boost to either your speed or armor shield repair rate or different little things like that. It's only a small percentage boost, but I think it'd be a great idea for dust. Say if you have a big game coming up, the whole team can load up on drugs, and a slight percentage boost in the chosen area might just give you the edge you need. Now, these drugs wouldn't be cheap, so you couldn't use them very often, but I think it would be a great idea. So where you have your slots for putting in your active, passive boosters, implants or whatever, you could also have an extra slot for an enhancement booster or some form of implant slot that you could fill just before a game, and that has a certain time frame. Because after all, we're just disposable clones. It doesn't matter if we smoke or do drugs or party till the early hours of the morning and completely rag our bodies, because if we do, we can just jump into a new clone. There's actually a big market in these drugs in Eve. I think you harvest gas clouds and turn them into the boosters through some magical wizardry. Oh, this brings me on to the next subject actually, which is the lack of a market in this game. I'm finding really annoying. Even the ability to just give someone ISK should be really easy to do, rather than having to donate to Corp and then get a director to transfer the ISK, and you know, they can't always be asked to do that all the time. And I think it would be really easy to set up an NPC market where they can just sell back any loot that you don't want. Even if we could sell it back for half the market value, it would be sweet. So I keep accumulating all this stuff that I can't use and don't want. I can't even trade it to people either. I'm sure it's on their roadmap, but it does seem rather a simple element of the game to do. I'm sure it would take them too long to put that in. Just a quick sell back of an item that you've got in your loot. Okay, as you can see, I'm trying out the tactical assault rifle, and it is wicked. It seems like one of the only guns that work at the moment, and I'm sure it's going to get a nerf because of that, which is crazy. I think that it'll probably be a bit better if they just brought all the other guns up to this kind of level, because it actually feels like you're doing damage and you're actually holding people back. And when you come across another person who's using the tactical assault rifle, it's great. You have a really good battle with them. It seems like this is the same situation with the laser rifle, where they just nerfed that to hell, and that was a really good gun and only needed a slight tweak, but it feels like they just went a bit too far with it. The shotgun looks good on paper, but a close quarter combat aiming still seems kind of whack at the moment, which hurts the shotgun's power a lot. The mass driver, a weapon I really enjoyed using, just doesn't seem to have the punch it used to. I think it's had the splash damage area effect sort of thing reduced, and I don't know, it just doesn't seem to do anything unless you get direct hits, which is really difficult with a gun with an arcing shot. But balance is hard to get right, and I'll say there are two sides to every argument. Although some say the tactical assault rifles needs a nerf, I'd say that perhaps everything else just needs a buff to make it a bit more punchier. And aren't people just using it because it works? I guess a nerf is coming, but I hope they don't make it useless again like they did with the laser rifle. Now, this was a good game. Although in a squad I was just kind of running about on my own, trying to keep myself busy, and I didn't die once, which is rare for me, as I usually try and push it a bit too hard and run in Rambo style and end up in a million pieces all over the floor. I always seem to be able to use OK fits and still keep myself in ISK, but a little management is always needed. If you're dying a lot or not feeling on form, just use your cheapest fits and don't worry about it. Never get bummed out about losing or your KDR dropping, because at the end of the day it isn't worth it. It's just a game, and if you're not playing to have fun or you get super stressed all the time, here's a tip: just jump in an LAV and drive around running people over. Was that joke getting a little old? I can't really tell anymore. It's bloody funny when I'm running people over, driving about like a nutter. But when I'm being run over by someone, I seem to swear violently at whoever did it, especially when my AV grenade just seems to bounce off the car or hardly does any damage. Okay, so there's an event starting on the 31st of this month called Templar Manhunt. if you go to the announcement section on the forum, you should see it. From what I can gather, they're taking 200 players at random who signed up to become Templars and get characters placed onto their account so they can use it for the 3 days that the event is running. The idea being that they run around in public games and other people have to hunt them and shoot them down, and you get extra ISK for doing so, I think. It sounds awesome. I signed up to become a Templar, which would be sweet, but I'm going to just be happy if I try and find the buggers and take them out anyway. They haven't done an event like this before, so it's going to be really interesting to see how it pans out. I hope they give 200 places to people that log on over the weekends or on a lot, else it would suck a bit if there was hardly any about and I didn't find one. I'm thinking of maybe starting a new character and just going through the process as someone who hasn't played before, and maybe do some sort of tutorial video, but there are already a ton of them out there, so I don't know, I'll just probably stick to rambling about stuff, I guess. Plus I want to have a go in the Battle Academy matches you get to start with all the new players running around not having a clue like headless chickens. I think that would be pretty fun. Well, thanks for watching. Please comment below about anything you want, and take it easy till next time.